Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Harry. You might have seen me around Orange Base before Christmas and a bit before that. I'm going to be working alongside Miss Regan and Miss Das, helping you with your mathematics this term. So following him on from yesterday, when Miss Regan used the part whole model for your starter, we're going to do the same thing, but we've got something different about my part whole model in comparison to Miss Regan's yesterday. Can we have a look? If we have a look at this number in particular, what's different? So yesterday we had a 7, didn't we? 6, sorry, but today we've got a 7. So we're going to be using the number 7, but before we start, please could you collect a pen, a piece of paper and 7 objects if you can. Welcome back everybody. So I've got my 7 objects and I've got 2 little pots which are going to be my 2 parts, and this is my hole, so I'm going to use my hands as the hole. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my job is going to be to split these to make 2 parts. So I'm not even going to do I even have to look? And if I do that, I've got 1, 2, 3 in one part. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in another part. So that's a simple way of showing that 3 add 4 makes 7. So that's one way we can split 7 into 2 parts, 3 and 4. Is there any other ways that you can think of to make 7 with 2 parts? Speak to your adult and see if you can find any other ways that you can make 7 from 2 parts. So I'm going to try again and do this, and I've got 1 as one part, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as another part. So I've got 6 in here and 1 in here. So once again, the 2 parts, 1 add 6, both make 7. So that's another way that we can make 7 using 2 parts. Is there any other ways that you can think of that you can make 7 with 2 parts? Speak to your adult, maybe write it down on your pen and with your pen and your piece of paper, and see if you can make 7 using 2 other parts. So I'm going to try one more time. I'll close my eyes. So I've got 2, 1, 2 in one part, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in another part. So 2 and 5, once again, they're the 2 parts. So we've got 2 and 5, and 2 plus 5 equals 7. Well done everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little task with the part whole model, and if you don't understand, maybe go back, use your objects, use your part whole models and keep practicing. Thank you, well done. Hello everybody, Mr. Harry here. I hope you enjoyed the starter using the part whole models, and I hope you learned something whilst doing it. Now we're going to put that into practice again, but we're going to use a number line. So now we're going to be going on to the main activity, but before we start, please could you collect a pen, some paper, and would you be able to draw a number line? Use your adult if you need help. A number line from 0 all the way up to 20. So now we're going to use a first, then and now story to help you, to guide you to use these number lines correctly. And Miss Das has told me you're very good at these previously, so let's have another practice. So first, there were 11 acorns on the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then 3 more acorns grew on the tree. 1, 2, 3. How many acorns are there now? So on the number line, the first number we need to look for is 11, which is there. So if we start at 11, we know where the starting point is. Then 3 more acorns grew. So if we count on 1, 2, 3, we reach the number 14. So that answers our question, doesn't it? How many acorns are there now? 11 acorns to start with, 3 big jumps to 14, and that's how many we have now. So now we're going to use a different version of a part whole model. So we're going to put our numbers into the box. One part is 11, our starting number. Then 3 more grew. So 11 plus 3 is equal to 14. I can't draw 4. So that is another way of using the number line, but just write it in a different way in an equation. So we're going to practice that same exercise again, but with a different story. So this time, first there were 10 butterflies, then 2 more butterflies arrived. So how many butterflies are there now? So we're going to do the exact same exercise. We're going to use the same skills. So we need to look first, there were 10. So we find 10 on the number line, which is there. So we'll circle that so we know where it is. Then 2 more butterflies arrived. So we need 2 more jumps, 1 and 2, until we reach 12, which is how many butterflies we've got at the end. So that answers our question again. How many butterflies are there now? There are 12. So we're going to use the part-whole model, the different version of the part-whole model once more. 10 as our starter, just like last time, plus 2 equals, what does it equal? Tell your adult before I write it. Can you write it? That's right, 12. Well done. So we're going to do one more story just to make sure you're experts at this. I know you are already, but we're going to practice one more go. So first, there were 15 peas in the pod, so we've got a bit of a bigger number this time, but I still think you can do it. First, there were 15 peas in the pod, then 4 more peas grew, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many peas are there now? So before I tell you this time, because I think you're experts at it now, can you tell your adult how many you think they are using your number lines at home? Well done. So 15, we'll find that on the number line, which is there, close to the end. And then we've got how many jumps? That's right, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, until we get to this number, which should be 19. So we're going to write the parts again. One part is 15, then 4, and what is our answer? We all should have that at home. That's right, 19. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. I hope you used your skills from the starter, using the part-whole model, into this exercise. I hope you enjoyed using the number lines. I certainly think it's fun, and using the stories too. Well done, everybody.